Coming up next, from Golden One Center in California's capital city, Sacramento, the Rockets taking on the Kings. For the Rockets, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy, but you know what? They've worked for every single win. Kings, Rockets, coming right up on 2K Sports. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Kevin Durant.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's the great in at the point. And for the Kings, in the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Backcourt guards are Schroeder and Levine. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ballgame. Smith, the pass to the great. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's DeRozan. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. 5 on the clock. Great defense that time from Şengün.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Levine. 23 points his last outing. Murray outside. Sacramento again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's no doubt Sabonis has developed RJ into one of the best big men in the NBA. A double-double machine.
Yeah, and what's most impressive about his 2024 performance, he had a game where he was the first player in NBA history to have a triple-double without missing a shot, turning the ball over, or committing a foul. It was literally a perfect game.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. Well, you look at the great, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
DeRozan against Durant. Shot to stop the run. Got a piece of it. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Clock at 6. Schroeder outside. Blocked again.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Shot clock at 4, and it goes down 2 points. And here are the Rockets now, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And here's Levine, following the three from Jabari Smith. Levine's shot is off. Smith outside. Pass to the great. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Schroeder. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Sacramento making some changes. Paul George comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Monk's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Thompson. Stolen by George. At the elbow, it's Levine. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Levine.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Here's Monk after the made shot from KD. 1:27 left to play here in the first. Monk with the ball. Now Smith defending. 4 on the shot clock. DeRozan's shot is off.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And the basket by the great.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Murray finds Levine. Outside, George. Launches from deep. The great grabs the miss. The great's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's 12 points for the great.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Monk for 3, sinks the three-pointer.
This is a big reason why Monk is so important. It's his accuracy.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the great. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Basket counts.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And the call will go against the great. That is his first foul of the game. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Kings. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Ellis. And then for Houston, Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thompson comes in for Aaron Holiday. And the great subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Backcourt guards are Schroeder and Levine. Paul George is out there at DeRozan. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now, here's Sabonis. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely not himself.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The great, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The great's got 18 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Outside for Durant. Thompson from long range. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 5. to halt the run, and Durant sends it back.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at the great sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And Sacramento has possession, following the score by Houston.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's DeRozan, following the three by Houston that went in. Schroeder, right side, back to DeRozan. To end the drought. Good work defensively by KD.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Here's the great. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Sacramento Kings.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
All right, next up, we've got some potential competitors in this year's three-point contest for you.
The dunk contest and the three-point contest are the only things missing from my resume. Now I regret not doing them.
I would actually pay to see you in a three-point shootout. That's great television right there.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. The great out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Here's the great after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Here's the great, and that one comes up a bit short.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Kevin?
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, Sabonis, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Here's Smith. It's stolen by Schroeder. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Schroeder. Sabonis has got his second bucket of the night.
You see how confident Sabonis is down there. He's got an array of moves and outstanding footwork to go with it.
Here's the great. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. And the basket by the great.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Back to Schroeder. And DeRozan kicks it over to Schroeder. Sacramento moving it around. And the three ball is good. LaVine's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's the great. He's guarded by Schroeder. The great passes to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the great.
Oh, yes! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's LaVine. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's the great. And the shot goes in. The great's got 37. DeRozan against KD. Sabonis' screen on Durant. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target with his 3. Here's the great. He's guarded by Schroeder. And the basket by the great.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. That shot, no good. Durant with some nice D. Here's the great.
Oh, my!
Nice finish.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Murray outside. Down low, Schroeder. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Rockets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. 36 seconds left in the third. Outside for Durant. 4 on the clock. It's good from long range. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
LaVine's shot is off.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's the great. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Houston on top, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the GREAT.